Kenshi. Colonized by spacefaring humans millions of years ago, this hellish waste of a moon is now forgotten. The many races of Kenshi, with their empires long gone, have devolved into the Bronze Age. Devoid of any high technology, prone to barbarity, some have formed holy nations, amok with bigotry. Some thrive off the backs of slaves, and others are just straight cannibals. In the wasteland of Kenshi, you look out for you, because others won't. Who the fuck hired that narrator?
Hi, my name's Dylan, and I'm playing Kenshi today. When I was playing, I was streaming, and I don't know what the fuck was going on with OBS, but my audio is really weird, so don't worry about that. And also, it's fucking raining. Right as I decide to record, it starts pouring outside, so I'm either going to do it again, or you're going to deal with the pouring. So, starting it off, I downloaded a mod pack, right? Because who doesn't like mods? And when I booted it up,
Alright. Wow, that's an ugly motherfucker. Oh my, oh.
Yeah, so couldn't really use that one. Got some new mods that I knew didn't include nude models. Spent an ungodly long time picking a starting option, and then more time creating my beautiful, beautiful heroes. Let's see those guys right now.
What the fuck? Holy shit. This is like a whole damn town. Alright, well.
So I think it might be a good idea to mention that I had no clue what I was doing. Like, yeah, I've played Kenshi before, but that does not mean that I'm good at Kenshi. I hold zero responsibility for any of these people's lives. I should not be trusted to guide these souls on their journey, but here we are, and here they are. I don't control the hands of fate that placed this game into my palms and guided me into creating these living creatures, but I will do my damnedest to make sure they're happy. Excluding Wagon, of course. But starting off our journey, we went to check out the local shop, of course, and I forgot to leave Wagon outside, and right as I sent it back, a fight broke out. I wanted to loot the bodies of whoever lost, but they showed up as red, which meant I could get in trouble for stealing from them, and since I didn't want anybody valuable to get imprisoned, we sent Wagon on the job. The shop didn't really end up having anything that was worth it, so after selling all the looted shit that we got, we took inventory of our new equipment and set off into the wild. Where will this desert take these free spirits? We may never know. I certainly didn't at the time.
I think we want to go across this, like, waste or around it to the other side. Maybe. We're gonna do that.
We set off and shortly stumbled across a small skirmish. Then these Shek fucks just cleaned house and started walking towards me all scary-like, and I got frightened, of course, seeing as they just beat up a bunch of people that were probably just a little bit weaker than me. So, I also didn't know if they knew about Meth's 20,000 cat bounty that he had for escaping slavery. I'll talk about that later. But anyways, yeah, I just waited for them to pass and hoped that they were chill, which they were. And then once they were gone, I started looting the unconscious bodies that they left, and every time they got up, I would just beat them back down to train my soon-to-be epic warriors. Wagon kept trying to include himself in the battles.
Wagon? Get your stupid ass back here.
After a stern talk, he sat back like he was supposed to. Then once I was either bored or all those poor souls that I stumbled across were dead, I don't really remember which, I sorted my treasures, saved the game, and headed to the nearby town to sell our wares. When I got there, no one but Brenda was Frisk, and I don't know if it was a race thing or a gender thing, but, I mean, Fu Manchu didn't get stopped, and you take it as you will. But yeah, I was pretty scared that Brenda was just going to be sent straight to jail, seeing as she was carrying probably 100 pounds of stolen equipment, but the guards didn't notice, like, all the blood on the weapons or anything, so, I mean, we were fine. After all the trading and sorting was done, I had the craftings of a well-oiled machine. Brenda and Beakus had earned standard-grade crossbows, a direct upgrade from the shoddy ones they had before. They were training to be our eye in the sky. Meth and Undertaker had gotten the highest quality blades I could afford to form the backbone of our direct offense, and Fu Manchu, too old to care for the trivialities of direct melee, got himself the lightest equipment he could and began training in the ways of the shadow. And of course, everything they needed but didn't bother carrying was loaded on the wagon. My team was growing into something better than I could have ever imagined, but little did jolly old me know, this town is where it would all go wrong. Okay, so there's something I haven't told you about this run yet. I haven't really been able to find a good place to fit it in, but I think now is the best time. See, when you begin a run in Kenshi, you, of course, pick a beginning. And after looking for way too long, I ended up picking a group of escaped slaves that are trying to form their own free state, called the Freedom Seekers. The leader of the escaped slaves gets this 20,000 cat bounty on him, which is where Meth got that from. And seeing as it gives you 6 people, one with pretty good starting stats, but like all beginnings, no real goal, I decided that my group would be founded on bounty hunting. Meth has a bounty on his head, and the group despise the slavers of the Empire. Becoming a bounty hunter themselves to take down the man seemed like the perfect idea. How could it go wrong? Well, let me show you. Where do you get bounties in Kenshi? The bar, of course. So I headed there and started collecting my targets, and I quickly realized that these guys were way too fucking strong for me. Like, listen to this description.
Scorchlander, female, description, soft and floppy. Dagger-wielding ninja trash wanted for acts of theft and general deviousness. Please put her out of her pitiful existence where perhaps she might be reunited with her spine in the rotted, maggot-eating depths of a coward's afterlife. Last seen cowering in a raptor hole in the swamps. Okay. The desolate...
What the fuck did she do to deserve that? I honestly don't want to know. Plus, I had no idea how to even find them. So, lucky for me, there was this guy sitting in the bar worth like 4,000 cats, and he was wanted by like 3 or 4 different nations. So, I set up a stake outside the bar and just waited for him to leave, planning to jump him on the way out. When I was waiting, I sent Wagon on, like, a side quest to wander around the wild to train his strength. And it was only, like, 2 minutes into his walk when I realized this useless fuck was getting jumped. And I went to his perspective just to see 3 blood spiders just eating his ass. Tried to send Meth to heal him up, but the spiders drained and kill him before I could even come close. So, Meth cut his losses, and, I mean, Wagon didn't really have anything too important on him, to be fair, and went back to waiting. Ugh. Oh my god, what time is it? Holy, has it really been that long? Let's look at this guy. He's still there? What? Holy sh... When I tell you this motherfucker stayed in that bar for days, I ain't kidding, pal. Bro just sat there, not even a back on his chair, just raw dogging it for like upwards of 48 hours. I don't know if he saw Meth slobbering over the cool 4K cats over his head, or if he was just paranoid, but this motherfucker just would not budge. The other people in the bar didn't leave either, so I guess this town is just full of degenerate fucking alcoholics. Since I was getting bored, and he wasn't gonna move, I did the only thing I could think of at the time, and smacked him over the head trying to lure him out of the city in anger. It worked, but, like, the rest of the town also got mad at me. I guess this place is just where everybody comes when they're lazy and wanted by the fucking authorities, because apparently it's illegal to work for the law now. Well, anyways, here we are, the whole town guard following me out, trying to kill me. And little do they know, there's a full ambush behind this ridge.
Alright. Go on. Do your shit. Ooh. One shot. Oh, Meth is getting carried off. Oh, the Undertaker's getting carried off. Ooh.
We got completely wiped. But not only that, they imprisoned Fu Manchu, Undertaker, and Meth, and Beakus and Brenda were both enslaved. The dark times are upon us, folks. Meth is fighting suicide over the guilt of his comrades getting re-enslaved, and the cages are too high quality for us to escape.
Hey, at least these guys heal their prisoners.
We need someone to rise to the occasion. We need a hero. We need Beakus. Noticing his captors were distracted shackling Brenda, that old battle axe, Beakus made his break. The slavers were about to catch him when they realized Brenda would run if they chased him any longer, so they went back and Beakus was free again. He went to the town where his friends were being held to save him and immediately got recognized by the guards and thrown in jail. Well, no worries, someone else will, just have to rise to the occasion. Oh. Okay, we're being released. Well, Brenda, still enslaved, realized after failing to run away like 3 times that if she just stopped walking and waited for the caravan to walk past her, that they wouldn't even notice that she was gone. So she was home free, and she went back to the town to save her friends that she didn't know were already released. And on entering, I mean, it seemed like she was okay. She ran right past the guards at the front gate and just fucking randomly gets cut down. No build up, no nothing, just running past this guy and he just whoosh, dead. I mean, not dead. She went to jail. But anyways, Fu Manchu, Meth, and Undertaker, fresh out of their cages, go down to the main street to inventory their belongings and plan on what to do when the others are set free. And that is when the most devastating moment in the entire run would come to pass.
Brenda has... Why am I being attacked? Fu Manchu is dead? We didn't do anything. Undertaker's missing a right leg? I didn't do anything.
That's right. Out of absolutely nowhere. Fresh out of jail. No ops in sight. This random motherfucker walks up and gets the whole block on her ass. Fu Manchu immediately dies, the Undertaker got his fucking leg ripped off, and both him and Meth are back in jail. Since when is standing around and being an ex-convict a fucking crime? You know what? I think I'm starting to understand this whole discrimination thing, honestly. Also, they took Undertaker to jail, but I don't know if they just didn't find him worth the food, or they didn't feel like fixing the leg that they cut off, but he just died. No clue how. Just died. I didn't even realize at first. I just saw he was gone off of my roster randomly.
Wait, what happened? What happened to the Undertaker? Did he die? When did Undertaker die?
Well, here we are. 3 down after the first actual fight we take on. But surely that means that the strongest 3 survived, right? The survival of the fittest and all that. Plus, look who just got out. That's right, it's Meth, baby. So with my 3 fittest warriors ready to take on the world... Oh, what are you doing? Wait, what are they doing with Brenda? You setting her free? Where are you going? Oh my... They just threw Brenda in a fucking meat grinder. They just threw Brenda in a fucking meat grinder. We're doomed. We're doomed. I've been trying to stay chill with this shit, but that's it. A meat grinder? She was perfectly healthy, too. I haven't seen anybody else get thrown in a meat grinder. Oh, God. Oh, no. No, Undertaker. No, that's what they did to him. No, my Undertaker. No! Well, seeing as all of Meth's followers were dead except for Beakus, he had nothing better to do than just sit and wait for him to be released. But after a few days of waiting, it dawned on Meth that Beakus may never be released. And even if he is, then Meth should gain as much of a head start as he can to prepare for it. So, starving and poor, he scrounged up the sharpest blade he could find and set out on a new life of petty crime, searching the desert for weaklings to prey on. And what's this? 2 hungry bandits? Well, hungry bandits meet a hungrier, banditier motherfucker named Meth. They didn't stand a chance. After folding them, Meth gathered his loot and started heading back to town, and they put Beakus in the meat grinder. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Never have I stumbled across people that just meat grinder their prisoners. That shit has to be against OSHA. I mean, where do they even get a meat grinder? This world doesn't even have guns. You monsters. What's wrong with you? Well, on the bright side, I mean, he doesn't have anyone holding him back anymore, I guess.
Uh-oh. No! 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 Rip Meth.
Push and crack like we invented it. Chef Cool, Louis, Ruben, Duffel got 10 in that. The Kobe Jordan pack, we was kicking in. Anti-social, social club with the snub, yo. Gay detective, Lil Love, bro. Grand Wizard, protect Ben, Lizard, hand kiss it. Miami Beach, Geigers on Biscayne. My shooter seen his P